8:30 a.m. on this October 31st, 2025. And of course, it is Friday. That's what we've got kicking right now. And of course, I am on my way out to the woods. Looking off to the west now. While I've got Muggsy here crying out at me. Okay, I'm getting there, buddy. Alright, we're back at 8:40 a.m. Yeah, jet aircraft just flew over. Audible but not visual. Yeah, so all of this basically, well, if you can see this movement back here, it is flowing basically from north to south. And I have not made mention of this, but our wind movement have not been of the so-called norm here recently, because we typically do not get winds that come from the east, nor in most cases from the north as well. This is quite atypical of the, once again, so-called norm. Let's go on back in to the woods momentarily. So, yeah, of course, not only do we have quite a few cats out here this morning for our morning feeding, but I have something else that I would rather focus on rather than the cats. As well, once again, this is Halloween. And yeah, we got lots of black cats for said holiday, right? But I am going to leave a link in the description pertaining to Michigan and what you might be able to see here. You're in my way, buddy. Yeah. Now I've got a lot of Halloween props. I mean, a lot of Halloween props. But I'm just going to show this, which is a werewolf or a wolf man, right? But what I'm going to share through the link is a video that pertains to the Michigan Dog Man. Okay? And that's going to be my Halloween content. Otherwise, this day also holds special and significant meaning for me, as it was 59 years ago on this date, not day, but on this date, in which my mother and father were married. Yeah, married on Halloween. At the time, as the story goes, they were not aware of being married on Halloween, but it took place nonetheless. And so today would have been their 59th wedding anniversary. Now I could go deeper into my family's deceptive history as far as how I came about and brought forth into this world. As it is a rather interesting story, but it also involves criminal acts, or would be viewed as criminal acts today, that took place between my mother and father, and me being brought forth into, once again, this world. But I digress. Now we'll leave it at that. So if you're interested in the Michigan Dog Man, beyond what I've already provided in past content, this is a little bit more explanatory. And, well, as far as I'm concerned, fitting for this day, as it also will tie into what I have spoken of in relations to the upcoming year of 2027. 27, trouble. But once again, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. And, well, I might even just go ahead and hang out here for, a few more minutes. And continue on my day from there. Right now I have to interfere in what could be a high amount of friction. Of course, once again, through Wolf. Right, buddy? Huh? You're already trying to cause some problems, aren't you? Big bad Wolf. Which I guess kind of goes right along with this content. Well, you know what, even though we're blurring out and whatnot, let's go ahead and look at this right here. Got a kitten that's disobeying me. Yeah, very difficult to record this stuff because, once again, so much reflective garbage in the air. Here's a nice past streamer here. Yeah, we got some really crazy looking stuff up here. And who knows, might get that much more crazy stuff that will continue to appear. Once again, all of this is past trail material. Boy. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, yeah, and I just seen a reflection coming from up in here of an aircraft. But yeah, all this is telltale evidence that aerosol releases have been taking place, or at least some type of operation. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and end up with this. Even though, you know, I could continue to record and more would, of course, show up. Yeah, this is good. Well, we got us a jet aircraft that is just blown over once again. We're speaking of no-see-ums. Well, I guess at some point I'll be out there on the balcony recording just that much more, right? Yeah. And a lot of this activity kicking off. And of course now we're getting all this clearing, or so-called clearing. Yeah. Yep. "9:45 a.m. Interesting waves, right? Can we see them? And of course, if you are observant, it appears as though all this is moving in this direction towards me. Even better yet now. I told you I'd be back out here recording, right? And at this point, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and have one very long video once again. Now it sounds like they're going around testing these stupid, ridiculous smoke detectors that they forced on us. Just like, well, apparently our rent here is going to be increased coming up in January amongst, and this came out, a notification that our rent is being raised during this government shutdown. And while these SNAP benefits are being argued and debated over, while food products either remain the same in price or have actually gone up as the food products themselves have dwindled in size, yet the packaging remains the same size. Yeah, gotta love this nonsense that they keep forcing onto the common people, if you will. And all the false narratives and well, it's just gonna get worse. Happy Halloween, huh? And mind you, I live in an apartment complex that is based on your income. Oh, nice. And they think that they have the right to raise our rent when they have done absolutely nothing to improve the circumstances for the residents here. Oh no, it's all beautification projects for tax credit purposes. Okay? The government is trying to break people so that they will become more compliant to their demands under their BS narratives. But as far as this complex and the management company, they're doing nothing to improve the lives of the residents here. No, it's just these stupid, ridiculous beautification projects. And, oh, going behind narratives such as safety and health. Right? Yeah. There's no concerns over safety and health. It's just concerns over financialisms. And who can control? Control. That's okay. Just gives me that much more to where I can use it to expose, expose, expose. Well, alright, I guess I'll head on back in because all this is, like I said, slowly moving in this direction, and yeah, I think I've already shown enough, but otherwise, hey, once again, click on that link and enjoy a little bit of what I consider to be Halloween content of the Michigan kind. Skyways out.